A young boy lies motionless, his chest barely moving, as he slips into a deep coma. He has exactly 6 hours and 30 minutes left. To the family at his bedside, this is a biological failure. They watch the monitors and the shallow rise of his breath, waiting for a heart to stop that they believe is simply too weak to continue. Lord Hanuman observes this from a different vantage point. Having attained the boon of immortality, he exists outside the flow of past and future, allowing him to perceive and move across the world in what the Matang tribe calls no time. To find the cause of the boy's condition, Hanuman summons Kal, the god of time. While the family struggles with the visible symptoms of grief, they are witnessing the output of mechanical forces operating on a cosmic scale. Outside space-time, the universe is a fluid sphere intersected by T-strings, the strings of time. Souls travel these strings like passengers on a conveyor belt. Kal points out an anomaly. 6 hours into the boy's future, his specific strings take a fatal 90-degree bend downward. When the boy reaches this point, he will fall off the strings of time. A human eye would only see that his breathing has ceased. Within this framework, death occurs when a soul reaches a dead end in the web, colliding with a fatal turn in the timeline. Survival requires support. A human being needs at least 7 T-strings to maintain existence. The boy's mother, Chandra, possesses 13. Her deep devotion provides a foundation nearly double what is required for life. To save her son, Chandra must transfer 7 of her strings to him. This bridges the 90-degree gap for the boy, but leaves her with only 6 strings, placing her own life in immediate danger. Chandra is ready. She prays for the gods to save her child, even at the cost of her own life. For the boy to continue his journey, the scales of the web must be intentionally rebalanced through a sacrifice of time. Kal tries to shift the strings, but they won't move. He observes Chandra holding all 13 strings tightly, concluding she must value her own life more than her son's. Hanuman identifies a different complication: attachment. While Chandra's love is real, it is entangled with a fear that prevents the transfer. This knot represents her clinging to her identity, her beliefs, her notions, and her son. This attachment induces a fear that locks her strings with a rigid grip. Hanuman explains that love brings liberation, while attachment brings fear. For the strings to flow again, Chandra must relinquish the illusion of control and her desperate need for a specific outcome. Fear freezes the strings. The very forces trying to help the soul find themselves unable to act until the human mind releases its grip. To proceed, Hanuman knows Chandra's hold on her own identity, the bag of thoughts containing me and mine, must be broken. Under the weight of the tragedy, Chandra enters a state of total disbelief. Her rigid expectations dissolve, and for a brief moment, she completely stops fighting the universe and slowly opens her hands, setting her identity free. The moment she stops clinging to her notions of right and wrong, her soul's hold on the T-strings unlocks. Kal acts instantly. He moves 7 of the released strings and places them beneath the boy's soul. Surrender provides the necessary clearance for the divine to intervene in the mechanics of the world. The shift is successful. The boy is caught by the new strings, allowing his soul to bypass the 90-degree drop and continue forward on a stable timeline. In the physical room, the boy opens his eyes and speaks. The sorrow of the house turns into a murmur of surprise and relief. Hanuman's lesson centers on the distinction between the love that liberates and the attachment that paralyzes. A 6-string soul operates on basic instinct. She loses her human identity and falls into a state of animal-like dementia. Kala issues a warning. In this reduced state, she lacks the awareness required to navigate human life. Her death is now imminent. Yet Hanuman anticipated this deficit. He has already guided an ascetic monk through the jungle to arrive at the village at this precise moment. Divine intervention often creates a cascade of consequences. Plucking a soul from fate requires multi-step orchestration to stabilize the system. The monk steps into the stressful household and asks the villagers for something to eat. The crowd dismisses him. But Chandra, operating with pure innocence and without a shred of ego, simply brings the wandering stranger a plate of food. The monk's soul is moved by this act of simplicity. It donates a string of time to Chandra, bringing her back up to 7 lines. The fog clears and her sanity returns. She holds her living child, having missed the cosmic balancing act that preserved her family. To alter destiny on the web of time, we must surrender our ego-driven attachments and create the open space required for divine grace to enter.